Hey, LifeTrack team. Hope you are doing well today. I know it's been a little while since I sent out a video, so just wanted to send something to you guys to let you know that I was praying for you. Been thinking about you, excited about what's been happening in LifeTrack and life at TGP. I'm at my office today, and no one is here this morning, so I'm up here by myself. And so a lot of times whenever I'm thinking or talking on the phone, I like to walk. And so just thought I'd kind of take a little stroll around the office if it doesn't make you sick watching the video. But been thinking a lot about change and just about life in general and how sometimes we go through things and it's often tough when we go through certain aspects of our life that wasn't ideal or things that we didn't have necessarily planned. And so I was thinking back about an adoption that Libby and I were going to go through, and this family had contacted us and so they knew of a little girl that needed to be adopted. And so we went through the process, hired an attorney, spent about $6,000 on legal fees, and then come to find out the mother who was going to sign over her rights to us did not actually have rights. They had been relinquished. She was in prison for child abuse. And so it was extremely difficult for me and Libby to go through. And one day I was at, I think it was 21 Days of Prayer, was in the worship center just praying to God, and kind of had this weird thing happen that I've only had a couple times happen, and I had a vision. And in this vision, this guy was beating on a drum, and the heads on the drums were busted, and it was just like this barren wasteland. And I felt God say to me at that moment that the journey that I had been through was not wasted. So the journey that we go through is not wasted. It's often difficult to make it through, but like David, through the valley of the shadow of death, when he wrote that, we know that we have hope and that God is there to take us through those things. And the experiences we have, whether they're good, they're bad, the journeys that we go on are not wasted. God can use those to teach us things. And so through that, Libby and I learned that life is not about us. Life is about making sure that we're serving God and loving other people and helping other people, even when it's painful. And a lot of times helping other people is painful and requires sacrifices. And I know I've mentioned this before, but every week we make sacrifices of time, energy, and effort that we could be home with our family, that we could be doing things that we want, maybe at the lake fishing. And so I know you guys are making a sacrifice every Sunday night, and I appreciate that. Talked to Pastor Matt this past week, and he was just overly excited about how well the LifeTrack team is doing and the energy that he feels when he walks into the room. I think we had 19 people there this week, and 12 of those were people who have taken their first steps in LifeTrack, so that's huge. Some of the people that I had talked to had been at the church. One family that I talked to had been at the church since I think 2013, 2014. So 3 or 4 years now, and just kind of off and on making the trek to church and just kind of doing the once a month Sunday type thing, and just have felt God calling them deeper into relationship based on the level of friendships and community that they see in the church. And they said that they wanted to be a part of that. And so huge kudos to you guys. Also met with a girl who had only been coming to the church for about 6 weeks, and she's like, I know that I need to take a next step. And so that's really big with us right now, and Pastor Matt and I had another conversation last week about next steps. We're going to be changing some of the verbiage from like LifeTrack 101 and 201 to just talk about next steps, because we realize that LifeTrack is not necessarily just a workshop, but it's a next step that people can take in their relationship with God, and not only their relationship with God, but also the local church and community as well. You guys are doing a fantastic job, so keep it up. I'm going to be going to Bulgaria, leaving Monday, so pray for me as I'm making that journey with a team of, I think, 12 or 13 other people to Bulgaria. So it's going to be a good time, and we know and are expecting God to do big things. So while I'm gone, pray for me, and I'll continue to pray for you guys. Once again, keep up the great work, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.